Okay, we're looking at 14.6, which is isosceles and equilateral triangles. And the objective, we need to use the properties of isosceles triangles to solve problems. So let's have a look at the theorems. So if we have a triangle, this is called a leg, and this is called a leg. Here is the base, and we'll say this is A, B, C, and this is angle 1, angle 2, and angle 3. So theorem 1410. This is called the isosceles triangle theorem. And this theorem says if two sides, which we're calling the legs of a triangle, are congruent, then the base angles, so here we'll say angle 2 is congruent to angle 3. So the base angles are congruent. Theorem 1411. This is called the converse of isosceles triangle theorem. And this says if two angles, which are going to be the base angles, are congruent, then the sides opposite, which we're calling the legs, are also congruent. So an example, so if we look at our triangle, we have A is angle 1, B is angle 2, and C is angle 3. So these are our base angles, and these are our legs. So we can say that the base angles, so if two sides are legs, so we said angle 2 and angle 3. So let's put by here, example, if A, B is congruent to AC, then angle 2 is congruent to angle 3. And then for theorem 1411, an example, if angle 2 is congruent to angle 3, then AB is congruent to AC. Okay, so we got an example, example 1, and we have two triangles. So we have to name two unmarked congruent angles. So these here are marked. So we can't use these two angles. But if we look at our diagram, we can see that these here say that these legs, so AC, is congruent to AB. So let's write that down. So we have angle ACB is opposite. So this angle here, ACB, this is opposite AB, and angle, it's this line, and angle ABC, which is this one here, is opposite the line AC or side AC. So that means that the angle ACB is congruent to the angle ABC. So our base angles. And this is the converse isosceles triangle theorem. So part B, name two unmarked congruent segments. So these here have been marked, so we can't use those. So we need to look at our angles. Now we can see we've got two angles here that have been marked. So AD is opposite angle ACD. So here AD is opposite ACD, and AC is opposite angle ADC. So the segment AD must be congruent to the segment AC, and this is the isosceles. Sorry, let's take that off. Isosceles triangle theorem.